Hello, lovelies, and welcome back to 21 Days of Tarot. Day 21. What is it? 21? 31. But we're so close to the end. Yay, I can't believe it. I was like, am I gonna make it? Am I not gonna make it? But I'm 99% sure I'm gonna make it. So without further ado, day 21, your favorite 3-card spread. So I have quite a few 3-card favorites, but I was like, I think this one is not, I haven't heard of it in a ton of places, so I thought it will be interesting to share. So this is a 3-card spread that it's called the journey or the path. No, in Spanish is el camino. So I'm translating it to that. So for this spread, you need 3 to split your deck into 3. 1 is gonna be your major arcana. No, all the major arcana. That's gonna be pile number 1. Pile number 2, it's gonna be all your court cards. The court cards. Oh yes, in this case, I'm using the Full Arcus Tarot by Carmen Sorrenti because it's beautiful. Just because of that. So in a second pile, you're gonna choose, no, you're gonna put the court cards, all the court cards. No, 16 court cards, your 22 major arcana. And then in the middle pile, you're gonna keep all the minors. No, ace to 10 from all the suits, so you will have 40 cards here, no, in the middle. Now I'm gonna keep this here. So for piles number 1 and 2, 1 goes, actually I have this backwards, sorry. Court cards go here. Yeah. And well, it kind of, I mean, you can change it a little, I'll explain. But let's try to make it clear and concise. So for the court cards, you're gonna keep in this first position. And then the major arcana is gonna be in this third position. So there are 2 options, no? And you can mix and match whatever feels, no, with you, whatever you are like trying to achieve with the spread. But this is basically the path, no? So you can choose your own court card, or you can shuffle and randomly select one. In this case, I have chosen no, so I know I want to work with the energy of the Queen of Wands, or in this case, the Queen of Sparks. So I have chosen that, or maybe no, you have an astrological association and you identify, or your querent identifies, no? Or you can random shuffle from all the court cards, or maybe you are sure you want to work with the queen energy and you just like randomly choose between the 4 queens or the 4 kings or the pages and knights. So you have your court card. Now the second part is you're going to choose, or again randomly select a card from the major arcana. So you could say like, well, I want to, I want to know, this is like the path, because it's like, so this is you, and this is like how you're gonna get to a major arcana. So you could say, I don't know, the world, or judgment, no, or any archetype, no, that you want to work with. And it could be, again, random or consciously chosen. In this case, I have chosen the High Priestess, no, which I think, I mean, for purposes of this, I wanted to make it like clear, but this is like a real spread for me right now. So, and then the ones that you cannot consciously choose, I mean, options for the court cards and the major arcana, you can say like, yeah, I'm consciously deciding on this. But the ones that you definitely have to shuffle are the minor arcana. So the minor arcana, you're gonna shuffle and you're gonna ask, no, look, okay, so right now I am the Queen of Sparks. How can I get to the High Priestess? And this is basically the energy you are identifying with yourself right now. And again, it could be your sun sign, or it could be like a randomly and like chosen card, so you know like which energy is like more predominant in you. And then the major arcana, no, you wanna get to, or the major arcana that you have randomly selected as well. I found like in both cases it is really interesting spread. So I'm now shuffling this a bit. I like to cut the deck, so I'm cutting my deck so you cannot see it. Piling it up Just taking a moment now to make the connection. Okay, making it quick because we're recording and this has to be short and sweet. So you can choose, so typically you will choose like one card, no? So what is my path to go from the Queen of Sparks to the High Priestess? And the deck says, super interesting, the Ten of Coral, which is the Ten of Cups. No, like, I think it's telling me, or my interpretation is, you need to fulfill your emotions, no, to achieve your emotional fulfillment potential to get, no, to a High Priestess energy. So I think that's telling me, no, like, live, embrace, no, fully experience your emotions, no, like, to transition from this fire, passionate energy into fully submerging yourself into water and then reaching, no, the High Priestess, which I feel it's very like a mix of air and water, no, like she has all this knowledge and consciousness, but also like a deep secret, no, in the unconscious level as well. So that makes a lot of sense. Now, this is the 3-card spread. Now you could say like, well, you know, I'm not exactly sure like how to handle that Ten of Coral, and you could pull like 2 more cards. This is an example, no? So that's the most I recommend. Like you pull 3 cards for your path and then reach, no, to the major arcana. I wouldn't recommend more than 3 because then I think it just gets messy. But you can choose like just 1 or 2, or I think my recommendation is a maximum of 3. So this is my 3-card spread called The Path or The Way. I think The Path sounds more like a better title in English. Honor is here. Hi, Honor. So yes, let me know if you like it. I actually love it when I'm trying to work with like a specific archetype, or for example when I have an issue, you know, with my mom or my dad. So then I put like the Emperor. I usually randomly draw one, and I was like, so what do I need to to harmonize that energy, no? Or the Empress, or I don't know, whatever you want to work with, no? For example, maybe you could put Death, no? Okay, so how can I accept this, no? This process that has come to an end? Or maybe even the Tower, no? How can I accept the Tower, no? And finally move forward? Or you can put the Star, no? Like how can I get to the Star and leave this Tower moment behind? So those are a few examples. I find it like super helpful, clarifying, and it's not a spread that I do often, but because I need to work with it. No, so for example, this past spread, I think I did it like 3 months ago for one of these type of readings, and I've been working on that. It's just, I think when you're working, no, with these core archetypes, it is, and again, time is relative, and some people might be like, maybe it takes you days or hours, I don't know. But maybe it takes you months or years, and that's fine, no? Everyone works at its own pace. So I think it's very important to respect that, to respect your process. And to me, this clarifies a lot of like, sometimes we know what we want, but we don't know how to achieve it. And this is a super helpful spread for the how. So I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you try it, how it goes. And now I'm eager to see your 3-card spreads. Bye, lovelies. Mwah.